Hey fellas, Escarpment River Hollows here. Got a storm blowing in. It's just a single road cell, but it was fast moving. Had some red, dark red in the center. Just up on my burn pile. I let these trees grow so they'd uh, hide burn pile. But this is a old big satellite dish, like a 6-footer. It's the actuator. See the actuator in your thing here. Um, yeah, angling. You see that back here? That's a freezer. No, my bad. A refrigerator, fellas. It could be an upright freezer. It's a it's an old refrigerator, dude. When I was about 11, this old man I worked for, uh, my job title was this muck stick operator when I was like 11, and I don't know if you guys know. I'd follow a trencher and I'd clean out the ditch. But that's a refrigerator, fellas. When I was about 11, this old man had me come out here and dig up a refrigerator, laying on its side, man. And I pulled out, they were like 3-gallon or 5-gallon rubber pails, of pennies. And we went to a couple different sites. And he had me dig up a couple different sites, man. And I filled up a 55-gallon trash can full of pennies. And I swear, dude, he had a whole bunch of silver, like a 30-gallon barrel of silver. I remember tokens. They were like Elvis Graceland tokens and casino tokens and probably fucking titty bar tokens. It's my yard sale find from way back in the day, dude. I went through 5 sets of tires, 3 timing belts, and I still started up and moving like about every 3 weeks to mow the grass. I blow head gasket between 3 and 4. Don't get no oil, water in the oil and water, but once it gets warm, it loses compression or it misfires. They fight each other. I don't really know what this stuff is. A buddy of mine's grandma had this. Real old. It's like a native plant. Kind of gets like a bamboo. And shit grows real fast. It's like a living wall. I mean, I've tried to plant kangpo a bunch of times, dude, and never succeeded. And this stuff is pretty good. I mean, I've got like 1 or 2 sticks of kangpo to come up, but dude, it'd take forever to make a wall or a fence. Because they don't multiply like this thing. Probably an invasive species, I don't know. But I trimmed back the root wads and I made a living fence along the highway at Mom's. Got to be good for erosion if it makes like a bulb, kind of like a iris or a bulb, and they join, layer on top of each other. It's got to be like a lily. Got to be good for erosion prevention. Lilies are good for that too. All the old timers in this area use lilies for erosion protection. They use crown finch. Crown finch is the purple one on the purple flower. Kind of looks like a sweet pea or a clover, red clover. You know, we got the purple on the red clover. And yeah, they're good for erosion prevention if you're trying to save a bank or something like that. I don't know, you save a bank. I think you rob a bank or something like that, don't you? You know, I got something else I was going to show you guys. Don't forget my story on the freezers. I'll show you guys again these other freezers out here. There's one that's out there in the past the golf cart. My buddy borrowed my trailer and he's like, I'll be right back. He loaded up a golf cart and he parked it there. It's been there for a while. We used to have feed in the freezer there. And there's the Farmall Cub back there, Woods Blade, and then it's just to the left in that corner. That's like an old garden space, corral also. But yeah, there's another refrigerator over there on the side that I remember, you know. We filled up a 55-gallon trash can with pennies, and I'm pretty sure that he had like it might have been 2 5-gallon buckets, but he had a bunch of silver too, like nickels, dimes, quarters, and these tokens. I remember seeing Elvis and Casino, like it was before Brother Turner. It would have been Horseshoe, I guess. I guess Horseshoe. Um, Horseshoe just makes sense, I guess. There's a water truck, and there's old 58 Chevy 60 dump. Alright, here's what I was going to show you, fellas. This is my new plate, fellas. I don't have a bunch of these, I just got a couple. I mean, I do have nameplates and, you know, identify name or badges and stuff like that. But this is my new one. My buddy had this hanging on sitting on the wall there in the place he moved in, rental. And he had a couple of those aluminum temporary cemetery signs there too. You know what I mean? Like before they bring the headstone out, sometimes they put them at their feet when they bring the headstone. He had a couple of. He wouldn't come off those. He wanted those to stay with the property. I mean, I got that. God is my co-pilot. I guess that storm blew past us. It was flying. I just noticed this was a sticker on top of that license plate. That's a Indiana State Fair license plate, and it's got a Channel Lock Stand Tall America sticker over top of it. I just realized that. I've had this for a while. I can't tell if it's a 92. It kind of looks like it, but it might be a 2002. But I think it might be a 2, because I see over that nail right there, it seems like I see the top of a 2. Right, I guess it's 2002 license plate. I've had it for a while. I liked it because it had Channel Lock on it. I thought it was a real license plate. I never realized it was Indiana State Fair. And I got this in here. USA, American Revolution Bicentennial, 1776 to 1976. And the Spirit of 76 license plate. I ain't for sure if I got this. I ain't got it. It's too long either. That's aluminum press. It's nice. I got this one from my grandpa. I'm proud of this one. I worked my butt off for this thing. Look at that patina on the back of that thing. That is a piece of steel. And there, just think some old inmate might have made that. Yeah, my light's on. That's weird. And Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA. Chevrolet, like a rock. That's what I really wanted. There's their old red, white, and blue. It goes good with the Spirit of 76. I like Eagles too. I like 76 bicentennial stuff. I got a big tapestry hangs on the wall. And you got Stand Tall America with the channel locks. Yeah, I thought the storm was going to hit for sure, fellas. It's my newest addition here. I might have a couple more. I had to look for them. I ain't seen them in a minute. They're in a tote somewhere put up. This is just fly-by-wire. That little bull, he gonna start it this time. You got Purdue with he's a Purdue heifer, come from Purdue heifer with a registered daddy. I think he ranked 13 out of 14. I think the scale goes 1 to 14. He was like a 1. He was a 1 to 14, and he's a 13. But he's a hit and misser. I think he shoots blanks sometimes, or he just couldn't keep up. He spread them out too much. You get like 3 of them might get 5. I think you get 5 every 3 months. They're spread out 3 months apart. I think that's what it was. It was 5. You get 5 heifers every 3 months. But it thawed them way up in the cold season. I ran them too long, but I was right here by the tracks too, fellas. My window vibrates when the train goes by. My orchard's across the road over there. Behind the stop sign, I got 2.5 acres over there. These here, the homeowner put these in the 60s. But, check this out, dude. I think this is the original right here. I think this one here is the original. There was one here where my foot's at. There was one here and I dug it up and it started to stick out. And there's one here. And there's one here. And there's one here. I think they're stepping stones, I guess. This is what you call them. Stepping stones. And he put that in there. And 63, I think, when he moved here. This building was here before he moved in. When he moved in. Those gum trees. This is Hog Town. Name of this. It's established, but it's whatever they do. There's the hog sheet for Hog Town. This is the log corral. Yeah, I swear. Or maybe I am a nut. Here's my little orchard over here. It's way behind. It was neglected for like 17 years, so it's way out of whack. And there's the tracks. Speaking of out of whack, there's the tracks. The underground garage. It's a good building. I had my VFW orange poppies there. But, yeah, it's underground. It's a nice building. I'm going out here past the I was hitting these bricks, fellas. Hitting these bricks and then Clorox. Yeah, see, there's the rest of it. It was old Clorox. Maybe a corker. It might be a plant. We'll leave it. It was a shell. But white china. I ain't seen none embossed yet. There's a spin on. Look out here. That's one of them shell buttons, fellas. That is a shell button. I think there's another one right here. No, it's a. That's a nut there. Right here. And there's another shanks on there. Bell button. A lot of finds. Yeah. Man, it didn't even rain neither. Yeah. Yeah. That's here too, fellas. Is that 1950 or older? I think I heard that from one of you Mississippi guys. Maybe it's Arkansas. What they call it, fire-cracked china. Here's my yard. My yard. This is a maple tree. It's dying. Needs to come up. No, it's bird shit. My bad. Didn't mean to cuss. Just thought it was a shell button. Seriously. Yeah, that is a shell button, which I think they made them here in Crawford County. We had a factory that made these here. early on. The flood of 1937 closed everything down in Leavenworth, so that would have been down there before 1937. Yeah, I found this with my rock garden. Yeah, there's some blue. Is that silver? What is that? Is it silver? God, I think I just found silver or something here. What we got? What's this little thing first? Might be a red for Levi's or something. We got something else. I think it's aluminum. Bluffer. There's a lot fine though. That was can slaw. Oh, we got blue. Yeah, look, we got blue. Blue glass in my yard. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that is. It looked like, I thought it was a catalpa worm at first. Oh, that beast. Damn, look like a black widow. I gotta get away from that shit. My bad, guys. Didn't mean cuss. I'm trying to quit. Here's another glass I pulled up. By the old hostess. I picked a lot of it up and chuck it though. What would the mole bring up? The mole brought up. Is it crockery? Brown on brown crockery, or is it just crocker pot? So, yeah, fellas, that's just a tour. Don't forget about the freezers on their side. I think one of them videos, I might leave that for a subscriber appreciation scavenger hunt. I'll tell what the video is about and you go find it. Later, fellas.